Beautiful. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Blue Dream Love and Wellness. This is webinar 139, where Miss Brenda will be teaching us how to use our pendulum with muscle testing, so dowsing with the body code. Some people are not able to use their hands as well as they can use the pendulum, and they second guess their hands, and you don't have to second guess with their pendulum, which is really beautiful. So how we're going to start tonight is for everybody to take 3 very beautiful, deep cleansing breaths. Just let your shoulders drop. Let today go in through your nose. And then when you let it out, just let it hold for a second and then do it again. And let it go. Bring it in again and let it go. And you should just feel that relaxation of your central nervous system just blessing you all around. So tonight, before, just a second, I wanted to remind us all that we are a dual person. We have our spirituality and we have our physical body. At times, our spiritual body and our physical body are not always in alignment with our purpose. So I want to check if everybody is okay, that I can remove anything that is keeping us, for we can absorb all the beautiful energy that Brenda's going to share with us. So let's see where our energy is at. Lord, if you would please tell us where your energy is. Okay. Is it okay with everybody that I remove and go through as a group? Beautiful. So let's see what's in here. There are emotional resonances. There is terror. So we're going to release this as a whole, and that actually has a hook of anxiety. Let's release that as a whole. Everybody breathe that in, blow it out, claim it as yours, and let the Lord just take it. There's also some heartbreak, and that is tied to some vulnerability in your heart. Let's just claim that and let God just lift that off your shoulders as we remove it from the group. There's somebody feeling very unsupported in life, by family, and by business. And actually their health is involved. So let's release that at this point in time. Claim that and let it release. Something hidden in here. Adrenaline, cortisol, and noradrenaline. Let's let that release. God, if you would just bring in peace, love, and harmony and let that all just go. And let's see where we're vibrating at now. Just allow this to pass. It's stuck. You are worthy. You are valuable. You are loved unconditionally. There we go. Our energy is where we need to be. Thank you so much and bless you. And I would like to introduce, most of you already know, not everybody does, beautiful Brenda. She is a blessed healer, and she has come tonight to talk to us about dowsing. Brenda, we are so honored, and I thank you so very kindly from the deepest of my heart to come tonight and talk with us. Thank you so very much. And you have had your hands in energy work for so many years, Brenda. Where did you get started?
I used to work corporate. In fact, I worked corporate for 30 years. And within that time, I'd had health issues. Okay. And I had, a lot of us don't realize that we're empaths. And I assumed everybody thought the way that I did. And it wasn't until much later in my life, I realized that wasn't the case. And as an empath, of course, we're picking up on stuff. So it led to my health starting to decline, which led me to a shaman that led me to, EFT that led me, just goes on and on and
And it just
on.
keeps going.
And about 12 years ago, I was actually Googling EFT, and then Dr. Nelson came up. Of course, there's no such thing as accident. He came
Right.
up, and I was going, well, that's interesting. Then, of course, one thing leads to another, and I've been emotion code, body code for about 12 years. So it's been a long time, and whatever, you just add to it. You think you're done, and then, the universe provides something else to look into, and it never, ever ends, does it?
Amen. No.
But it certainly is a wonderful tool for us to use. It's been
Yes.
fabulous.
It is. It is amazing. So Brenda, can you inform, I know most everybody knows, what is the name of your business?
It's called, really, it's just my name. It initially was Whispering Energetic Healing.
That's what
And
I
I just
thought.
thought, no, let's just change it to Brenda Lainof. So it's actually Lainof.
Oh, L-A-I. I
Yeah,
think
that's
I
fine.
spelled that wrong.
I know, but that's okay.
I'm
it's
so
just,
sorry.
oh, no, fine. So it's just, let's keep it simple. And so, yeah, there it is. So that's it. And
And you've been
go.
just going strong ever since.
Well, I think it's all those decades of working corporate. Like, I'm used to being at a computer. And then when you start working with systems, it's like, oh, open this, and then what's underneath that? Well, very much related. I was in the oil and gas industry. I was called a landman. Man, it's okay. I was called a landman. And we were out there with this. We were the ones that are out obtaining the surface leases to drill, obtaining the mineral leases to drill the resources. And of course, that ties in very perfectly with dowsing.
Ah.
Did you know that? Yeah, that's part of my
No.
story.
Let
Because
me
it's
hear.
true.
Please
It's true.
tell.
Well, I have to tell you, not that that necessarily got me into dowsing, but I live in a very rich oil and gas province in Canada, something like Texas is in the US. So we're kind of like brother and sister. A lot of not patriot, I want to say Americans living in Calgary. It used to be, our industry has been on the decline due to our government,
Right.
our prime minister. That's a story in itself. I won't go into detail on that, but it's not thriving like it used to. At any rate, way back when, I don't have the date, but when the people came out and they're discovering where's the oil and gas, they take their dowsing rods and they go, here, drill. And that was one of the very first discoveries of a very famous discovery in Alberta that really started the whole drilling within the province. So very, very rich resources. And I even have my veterinarian that told me years ago, she had somebody come out and douse for a water well. So again, you're taking your rods and just like, and when they cross, drill. So that's, there's so many ways that you can douse. Engineers use dowsing. Of course, people like ourselves for illnesses. There's been, gold and oil deposits found, buried treasures that have been found, ancient artifacts located. Water, electric, and telephone utilities are used dowsing to find their lines. So it's very common.
I had never heard that before. That's amazing. Thank you. Where would knowledge be if we didn't learn something new every day?
Yeah.
So this all got you into dowsing. So did you muscle test with your hands before?
I did. And I remember years ago, we had a place in Scottsdale, in Arizona, and I got certified way back when Dr. Nelson, he called. I don't know why it happened. But I do know that he dowsed. I don't know if he claims to dowsing, but I know he told me. So this isn't anything. It's definitely nothing new. It's very, very ancient. And it's not that the pendulum is the magic. It's not, but it's amplifying our thoughts. So that's what
Okay.
it does. It gives us an opportunity to amplify. In fact, the pathogenic work that I do, you're checking it out, you're watching, you're observing. Is it this Coxsackie beat, whatever,
Mhm.
or what is that? And at a distance, you're observing. So this is where I've really got to that point. Like I'm looking at it like at a distance, and I'm watching it, and I'm getting my head out of the way.
Mhm.
So that's definitely a really important piece, I have to say, is get your head out of the way.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
very important.
Because we can influence the pendulum just like we can influence
Yeah, the
the muscle
testing.
testing with our hands.
Right.
So I do talk about that with our new clients and
Yeah.
with clients as
Good.
practitioners, is to always put your ego over here in a jar and seal it with selenium, titanium, or, different
Hmm,
stones, hematite,
nice.
tourmaline, to actually keep it safe and fill it with light.
Mhm.
And that way the divine works through you, because we
Perfect.
are the one that is the divining rod for him, so to speak. So do you want
Perfect.
me to open this up, or we can start here, or you just want to go?
Well, does everybody have a pendulum here?
Yes. Does everybody?
Oh, so you
Beautiful,
guys are
beautiful.
all, really,
Awesome.
everybody's very familiar with this. I really don't need to go into that. If anybody wasn't, I was going to say, well, if you
Yeah,
don't have a
Jeff has
pendulum,
never done
Jeff.
it
Okay.
before. I
Okay.
don't know if Alyssa has. Barb, have you ever done the pendulum work? Okay, you have. So everybody
Okay.
knows when it sways right, it is a
Okay.
yes. When it sways backwards, anti-clockwise, it's a no. And
Hmm.
it's a maybe when it sways like this. Okay,
Right.
so we're gonna try this. I'm not real
Okay.
good at this mirroring stuff, but here we go. Let's see if my computer's gonna play. Please, please, please. Okay, come on, it's still thinking. We live up on top of a mountain, and at times
Oh,
we do not have good
okay.
service.
All
So,
right.
and with the storms, we're still having snow all the time.
Oh,
So with the
wow.
storms, it knocks out our electricity 3-4 times a day.
Well, I'm glad to hear, we're not the only ones having snow. I woke up to
No.
snow. Is this like, are you serious?
I know that my mom
Oh.
asked me, do you always have snow there? Well, yeah, for 7 months. Yes, we do. Okay. Oh, doggone it. And I touched it.
Hey,
Mm, sure.
can I suggest something that
Mhm.
I'm doing now? And before we get going, I'd like to state this. And what I would suggest is that for people to take their pendulum, and we want to douse in. So with the right spin, I'd say grab your pendulum. And I like to do this prior to starting any of the healing work. So with the right spin is that I am the light, I am the truth, I am the love, I am the light, I am the truth, I am the light of love, and just let it spin. Just watch it, let it spin. I am the light, I am the truth, I am the love, and let it go.
Wow.
I can feel the energy in my head. I don't
Mhm.
know if anybody else is
Yes, it feels kind of congested. Yes.
yawning or whatever. And I can feel it's still spinning for me.
Hmm. So I am the light. I am
And the truth,
the truth.
I am the love. And then when that stops, then we're going to go counterclockwise to the left. And then we're going to douse out anything that is stopping us of being of the light, being of the truth, being of the love, and let
Okay.
it go.
Okay.
Anything that is stopping us, that in our body and at all levels, that of being of the light, being of the truth, being the love, we want to douse it out.
Now, can you explain for everybody can understand, Brenda, what it means by dowsing out?
Well, dowsing out would be the left spin, so we're clearing.
Okay. Just for
We're just
everybody to
letting it go
understand.
and clear it. So when you want to clear something, it's to the left,
Okay.
let it go. And if you don't get that right away, don't worry about it. Like
Okay.
really don't.
Okay.
But just let it go. Ooh, and sorry, I
Mhm.
yawn
Oh
and I
no,
do
I
that.
did too.
I started doing that years ago with EFT.
Oh, really?
It stuck with me.
Huh.
So yeah. Oh,
I
but
love
I can,
EFT.
yeah, well, isn't it great that they're
It
all
is.
really good?
They
Soft
are. They
energy
are
from
so awesome. And we
God's
utilize them
source.
all so well, beautifully together that that's what's so amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh.
How's everybody feeling? Is everybody okay? Jeff, are you having trouble?
Let's clear out anything that's in Jeff's way for blocking him from maybe not dowsing. That's what I would suggest. To anything,
Okay.
let's delete, remove anything
Okay.
that could be in Jeff's way at a subconscious, non-conscious, conscious level.
Okay, Jeff. So hold it up. You just want to hold your elbow down and hold it up.
Hold on a second.
Jeff
Gotta
is
keep
new
you-
and he
Oh.
is learning, and it's been amazing for Jeff to learn about all this. You know, it is difficult for people to actually understand what the body code and emotion code and all of these modalities actually do. And at first, it is very overwhelming for people.
Mhm.
And Jeff just took our 6-week class to learn, and he's having trouble with muscle testing. So I thought this was an excellent way for him to learn. So, Jeff, I want you to just clear your mind. You know how we clear our mind, how I had you do it beforehand. Just allow God to come in and have him work through you. And just think of a question of yourself. Just say, am I aligned with doing this work? Okay. Now it's starting to sway. See it swaying?
Yeah, but I also got the fan on behind me. Let me.
That shouldn't have anything to do with it. I've got my fan on too.
All right, hold on a second.
And just allow the positivity, allow love to flow into you. Don't overthink it. Just let it flow. Because when we overthink, things don't work right. So just let it flow. There you go. There you go. Just believe.
It's swinging counterclockwise.
Yep. Okay. So it's releasing. So it's releasing what Brenda stated. So you want to release anything that is hindering you.
We're gonna be
And
here for
just
3 days.
just believe in it with faith and love and honor, because the Lord would never steer us wrong. Beautiful. At least we got it moving. And just feel that. Okay, Justin. So now say, I am the light. I am the way. I am the Lord's child. And see if that will allow you to spin it clockwise.
Actually, it's going forwards and backwards now.
You're neutral. So I want you to bring up that good old faith that you've kind of fallen away from due to the circumstances in your life. And I want you just to ask him to bless you at this time. And I am praying. I'm just going to yell out, Jesus, 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 please be with Jeff. And he is actually in you. He is on your left shoulder.
Still going forward and backward.
Okay. Go ahead and put it down, and let's let Brenda show us a little bit more, for we can see a little bit more how to do it. Jeff, we'll keep working on this.
Okay.
Thank you,
Okay,
Brenda.
so I, so for Jeff, so, and I thought, yes, Laura said, did he program it, which is a good question. So, I would program your pendulum, and by doing that, just, I like to command and get kind of tough with it. And like, okay, No fooling around here.
Right.
Creator or body, sorry, body, show me a yes and just let it go. It's
Yes.
just, we need to get firm sometimes because it might be, yeah, I don't know if I want to do this. I don't know if I trust, all these
Right.
messages go.
Right.
Body, show me a yes, then get firm and just let it go. Could be your yes is different than my yes. So there's no judgment on that. So just like body, show me a yes and let it go and let us know how you're doing.
See if that works for you, Jeff.
Just body and just like, no, let's get your head out of the way. Body, show me a yes and let it go. You don't know, it could be left, it could be going right.
It's not moving at all, or is it? It's barely moving.
And it doesn't have to be a big move.
Big move.
I use my body as a pendulum and I'm going forward and back and forward and back. I do this all the time. And sometimes I'm on Zoom, I'm just like, whoa, you can just, my face is going too far forward because I don't want people to, but anyways, yeah. So you can use your body as a pendulum as well.
Okay. I
So
didn't
it
realize
really,
that.
I do it all the time. Then I'm also doing this test.
Yep, that's what I'm always doing.
So I do the forward and the back, and I find that people like that sitting down
Mhm.
is just use your body as a pendulum.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah, and it works really well. And you've got, you're doing this, and then you're, at the same time, and then you can be working with your pendulum. So there's various ways.
Right. And then this way, it also, when we do multiple things, it actually does tell us that we
Yeah.
are doing things right and that we're not
Right.
making mistakes. And at times we just need that validation
Right.
because we can get overwhelmed with that's what's facing us, what's going on in the world today. And it is an
Yeah.
antagonistic thing going on anymore. So to stay true to the light, this will help us.
Mhm. And you're saying what Cynthia, what you just, sorry, I forget the words you used exactly, but, or I am the light, I am the truth, I am the love. It's just, you're allowing that. And the
Yeah.
love is as we all know, but the highest frequency and vibration. So when we're bringing that in, it just fills you up and you just feel more confident and stronger. And yeah, it's just, and again, there's no judgment. If your yes is to the left or, counterclockwise, then good. That, who cares? That's your
Right.
yes. So
Right.
there's
As long
no
as that,
judgment, period.
right. And that's what we really need to stick with is no judgment. That is such an important word because too many times people do. And as you're right, we are human, we are fallible, and we do judge, but this is something we should never do. So when you're working with a client and you use your pendulum, do you start by asking, are they grounded? Are they receptive? Are they shielded? Their LOC, their life force, and then you go into the rest of it?
And that's a good point. And that's something that we should be doing. I don't know, I don't think I did that all the time, but now I'm, definitely we have to be shielded. And if anybody's had severe entity attacks, I don't know if anybody here has, like where they know, like you've had a severe entity attack.
Mhm.
And then you go, oh my gosh, that's really true. People do get entities.
Oh, yes.
Like big time. And I'm talking big time where you are not in your body.
Yes.
So we do need to shield, and I'm repeating what you guys know, but this is a spiritual war.
Yes, it
So
is.
it good and evil, and that's the reality. This is it.
Yes.
And what you've got, Cynthia, for what you're doing and creating your own groups and doing your work, I mean, that's one of many ways. And we all have to do our, whatever that is, we've been guided to. So we are in a spiritual battle, but for sure. And, you could take a pendulum and just go, okay, just putting the shield, beautiful white light. There's millions of different ways to do that, but I definitely would do that. Bring in the light. I am the truth. I douse that in. Let's douse in that energy. It's just not getting a yes or a no, but we want to bring it in. We want to douse it in.
Okay.
And
Now,
you'll know.
do we need, Brenda, do we need a special pendulum or will any pendulum do to Dowsing out? Okay.
Any will do that. I don't know why people get so stuck on types of pendulums. Maybe
I
there's
know.
a market for it. Well, there must be. I mean, the
Yes.
one that I have here, I mean, I got this in Sedona at a Buddhist.
Okay.
I love it. And I love my pendulum. And if something happened, I'd be really upset
Yes.
because sometimes they disappear. It's like they're
Yes.
like, I'm going to hide out on you. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe there's some dark forces that are playing around and messing around. That's
See,
happened to
mine disappeared. Yours has disappeared too. Mine disappeared, and I thought I
Yeah.
put it in a safe place. And Lord
Mhm.
have mercy, I couldn't find it. So I
Yeah.
asked the light, and he showed me. It's like, wow, I didn't put it there.
I know. I've had, we just have to believe that. I think we've been so, okay, this is the way things are. We put into a box. This is how we have to think. And then it's just like, you know what? Everything's infinite. And
Yeah.
when you get that, everything is infinite, because that makes us then powerful. And they do not want us to be powerful. They want to keep us in a little box. Oh, no, you
Yes, they
can't do
do.
this. You
Yeah.
can't do that. No.
We just need to make sure every morning that we're grateful for waking up and to shed
That's
the blood of the
true.
Lord on us and to keep us grounded, to keep all evil away, because it is running amok. So when
It-
you first
Mhm.
start, you just ask,
Mhm.
what is the underlying imbalance
Right.
of whatever symptom? Because several times, as we
Exactly.
know, as we work on clients, they give us 10, 11 imbalances that they're experiencing. We go through and find out which one
Mhm.
that the Lord wants us to work on first.
Mhm.
And then you just start with what is the underlying imbalance, and
Right.
it will show you the left side, the right
Right.
side, and then
Yeah.
it will just take you through
That's
that
it.
way.
Yeah, we're all doing that. And yeah, perfect. And I asked, what is the underlying root issue?
Mm-hmm.
Which is the same. What is the underlying root issue as to blah, blah, blah? So,
Right.
what is the underlying root issue as to Jeff, as an example, if you're okay with that, for not trusting his muscle testing or trusting working with a pendulum? And, we could, go there if you want. I mean, I'm just
Jeff, you
throwing
want to
out an
go with that?
example. Are
Are you cool with
okay.
that?
Yeah, sure. Remember,
Okay.
So,
I am a guinea pig.
be the guinea pig. Yeah, somebody's got to be a guinea pig.
You look great being a guinea pig, Jeff. Okay. So we may go into your subconscious.
Okay.
Okay. Brenda, you want to? You want me to?
Go ahead, Cynthia.
Okay. God and Father and all those that work in the light, we ask that you be present with us as we go into Jeffrey, and please guide. Please put my ego aside and wrap it in selenite, tourmaline, and hematite. Okay, Jeff, I am connected. Is there a root imbalance with Jeffrey that doesn't allow him to use the pendulum properly? And there it's going to the right. So is this on the left side? Nope. Is it on the right side? Yes. Is it an energy? It is a toxin, actually. Yes. Okay. Is it on the right side? Yes. Is it a heavy metal? Nope. It's slowing down. Is it an excess? Yes. Is this excess on the right? Yes. Is this a stress hormone? No. It's not metabolic waste. No. Is it toxic sound? And as you see, it'll pick back up. Is this toxic sound due to industrial noise? To negative words? Yes. Is there an association? Yes. Right, left. Whoops. I always do my fingers. Is it on the right side? Is it on the left? Yes. Is it a toxin? Sorry, my brain goes before I do. Is it a heavy metal? Is it an excess? Going back to an excess. Still going back to this. Okay. So is this toxic sound in column A? Is it in column B? Yes. Is it even? No. Is it odd? Yes. And it's coming up worthless. Yes. And that has a hook. And that's anxiety. Yes. Is it safe to release these at this time? Yes. So we're going to ask the petition. And Brenda, you said you douse backwards then when you release.
I do, yes. So when I release, it's a spin to the left.
Okay, I release these trapped emotions, emotional resonances from Jeff's spleen, from Jeff's kidneys and bladder. Ooh. And we want to put in peace, love, light, and harmony.
Nice. And when we do this together, like I'd suggest everybody pick up their pendulum because this is
Mhm.
going to give more power
Yeah.
as in prayer. So
Right.
pick it up. Let's do it
Right.
together.
Okay, is there another imbalance in which it is causing Jeff not to be able to use his pendulum, the root cause? Yes. Is this on the right? No, it is on the left. Is it energy? It is. It is mental. Is this on the right? Yes. This is a despair anchor. Yes. Is this an A? Nope. B? Nope. C. God, is this even? I am afraid. Now, is there an underlying reason for this? Oh, most definitely. It is a toxin. Jeff, it's actually a biological toxin. Microbial. I'm sorry, the answers come to me before I even.
Mhm.
It's actually a bacteria. Stage 1, no. Stage 2, yes.
Hmm.
It's
Upper
going real heavy
body.
counterclockwise right now.
Begging my pardon?
It's going real heavy counterclockwise right now.
Oh,
Before it was going
cool.
clockwise, now it's counterclockwise.
Okay. So this bacteria, it's in the top of your body. Jeff, do you have any phlegm, anything with your lungs going on?
Yeah, I thought it was allergies because usually this time of year down here, my allergies kick in, God, in January. In New Jersey, it was May. Down here, it can
Right.
start in January or February.
Okay, so is this allergy? Do we need to know more about this? Yes. Actually, a toxin comes from an excess, comes from a pernicious. It's actually from a wind toxicity, which is internal. Okay, it's going to a gland. It's going to God and Father, right? Yes. Your pancreas. Are you producing, regulating hormones? Polypancreatic peptides, Jeff, you're not producing those? Is there an association with that? I'm just gonna, whoops. Well, I don't know how that went. Just did that. I don't know why that just did that. Let me see if I can go back into it. That's really weird. Oh, and it says it won't let me reconnect. What?
Are there any entities in the way that's not allowing you to reconnect?
Yes, there is, Brenda.
Okay,
There's
let's clear out
certainly-
let's clear out and command all the entities that are unidentified. Clear them out that are blocking you to move ahead. They don't want us to do this work.
It's actually a demon,
Oh, gee.
and he has horns.
Mm.
And he said, Jeffrey, you cannot connect. I control you. So excuse me a minute. Is there a portal? Is there a vortex? No. Jeffrey, you ready? By the name of the power of the Holy Spirit of the divine light, I command and demand that all demons remove from you. You are not of the light. You're not of this world. You need to cross over to the God and bow down at his feet where you will be forgiven. Jesus, I ask that you cut all cords, connections to this life, past life, parallel life, and any future lives. And we give them to you, Heavenly Lord. We ask this in your holy name. And we ask Jeffrey to have the blood of Jesus spread over him. And we ask for the love and the light and the harmony to fill within him while all this darkness is lifted off. Jeffrey, take a deep breath. Do that 3 times and blow it out very hard through sealed teeth. Shh, like a snake. Okay. And he is gone, but he is not completely. What's going on?
Is it the same 2 that you removed last time?
No, it's a different one. And he doesn't like the dark thoughts. Okay, let me turn down my tone. Can you speak a little louder, please? He doesn't like the dark thoughts of someone around you, Jeff. You've got somebody in your area that's dark.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that person is pulling in dark energies. This person has them cascading around them.
Mhm.
So I removed them from you. So I want to make sure that you keep grounding, you keep shielding and protecting yourself. Okay, it is released. Thank you.
I'm showing
Okay.
it's released.
Okay, awesome. Now it says I can do this again. Now let's see if it really does do this.
Yeah, let's see.
Blessed be God. Blessed be God. And that's all we needed. Isn't that amazing?
That is so cool.
That is the Lord working for us, girls and boys. Yes, yes, yes. He is present tonight. Okay, Jeffrey, let's see. Is there any other imbalances that we need to release from Jeffrey to enable him to work with the pendulum? Yes. Okay, it's another toxin. Yes. And it's actually venom. And it's actually an energetic venom. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Sorry. And it's a scorpion bite, except it's an energetic one. It is coming from whomever this dark person is. Whoa. And it is, Jeff, how long have this has been for years? This person has been spreading venom on you.
Mm-hmm. I believe it.
The Lord is telling me that this person has stopped you from moving forward to get a handle on your life, to
Mhm.
be able to become successful and to be able to draw in love of all kinds. Woo. I ask that this to be removed from you at this time and no longer be valuable to you, to love and light, to ask that forgiveness be given to this person that is doing this, for the love and light can fill them up, for they are no longer dark. We just ask this to occur now. Yes. And Jeffrey, that's all it's going to let me do on you, hon.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Let me
Ooh,
see how many days. That's 3 days processing. So make sure you drink some water, stay hydrated, eat lean, stay well, work out. Let your peace and harmony just come into yourself. And remember to always, when we add positive energy, we can utilize the pendulum, we can utilize our words, we can do intentions. But remember, you can also remove negative energy by tapping around your left ear. We can induce positive energy by tapping on our right ear. And you can actually, when you're doing the tapping on your right ear, you can feel your body tingling as you're applying this because your body needs it. So once we take a darkness out, always apply light back in, because we don't want darkness to fill up that void. We want the light of the Lord to fill up that void.
Or on the ear itself, on the outside of the ear.
On the outside of your ear, from the temple, from right in front of your ear, all the way around. And where the tender spots are, is where it really needs it, and massage the tender points. Because remember, in our school, we get lymph in there. And if there's sore spots on our scalp, it means that that needs to be massaged out, for that lymph is actually detoxing and allowing you to flow. If that makes sense. Okay. Would anybody else be interested in allowing this to come to fruition for them? Does anybody want to play?
Can I bring something forward, Cynthia? I just heard-
Absolutely.
Okay, you guys might think I'm crazy, but I'm gonna relay this because I just heard this today. So some of us have been vaccinated, some of us haven't.
Mhm.
I have. I didn't want to, but I did, or else I can't leave Canada. So they got us
Oh,
boxed in.
wow.
Did you guys not know that? You didn't know that. A lot of Americans do not realize, as a Canadian, we cannot leave this country. We cannot fly out or fly from one province to the next unless you show your QR code. So anyways, just a little side note, it's a big side note. So, but what I just heard today, of course, I've been very, very involved with the whole vaccination and everything. So I did, so I can say that, but there is talk, and we're dealing with the good and the evil.
Yeah.
So there's a video that's been circulating around how within the vaccinations, there's actually, you talked about venom,
Mhm.
snake
Venom.
venom. And did you hear that? Snake venom in the vaccinations. And
Yeah.
if that is the case, if anybody here has, then to douse it out.
Yes.
So I don't know, does anybody have that? Do they test for it?
Some people have tested for body parts, for metal, for,
Yeah, this
there's
is
just so much.
this is specifically, it's just coming out. Snake venom.
See, and it's just, it upsets me so much, these
I
shots.
know.
I will not get the shot. There's no way.
Yeah, well, you're fortunate that you can fly out of your country.
I don't go anywhere.
Wow.
But if I wanted to,
Yeah, Canada's just behind Australia. And
Wow.
Judy's in Australia, she knows. So we're just behind Australia.
and that's what Australia is doing.
So you guys haven't felt the same kind of effects yet? But
We've had a lot of effects here in the States. I try
Yeah.
not to watch all the rhetoric because I don't
Right,
want to even,
right.
give them that authority to
No,
recognize that garbage, because
Anyways,
I feel like they're feeding it.
No, I know what you're saying, but I just thought I'm going to throw it out because this video is going around like crazy today. I just thought if anybody has it, if they test it, they have it, by muscle testing, by the pendulum, simply clear it out.
Wow.
Clear out that
Wow, wow, wow.
energy of the snake venom. I'm just saying. So to keep that in mind.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you,
know.
thank you. This young lady, where did she go?
No, I didn't test that I had it. I just heard this today.
Mhm.
I had the J&J shot that doesn't have it.
Oh, okay.
And you know what? They only allowed so many in our province because they've already purchased, our PM already purchased. So they just brought in so many. So we didn't get it, but we got the J&J because it's only so many thousand. It was very, very limited. So I don't think so. I've had a lot of energy work done. I mean, maybe you test otherwise, but and the J&J counts as 2 jabs for whatever reason. I don't understand that. I don't get it. But I am concerned that they're going to be pushing this again.
Oh yes,
this
they are
coming
not going to
fall
stop. Yeah, they're not going to stop. They've already got another shot out.
to get access to our pension, to unemployment insurance, to all the government benefits.
Yep, that's why they all wanted to switch to crypto.
This is right. So
Kim, you said
anyways.
you would be willing to play. Kim said she would play.
Oh, great.
Hi, Kim. How
Hi.
are you?
Good. Thank you for the.
You're so welcome. So you want to see what energies are vibrating negatively in you, or do you have something you need to work on?
Um, I've been trying to figure out why my foot goes numb for like the last year. Does that have anything to do with negative energies, or is it more
Surely,
of a
surely.
structure?
Let's see. Do I have permission, Kim, to go inside of your subconscious, please?
Yes.
Okay, beautiful. Okay, God and Father, is there a root imbalance on Kim getting the numbness in her foot? Okay. It actually is a toxin, and the Lord's just going to talk to me. So, okay, have you been on any medications for this, Kim?
No. Mm-mm.
Okay, it's coming up a medication toxicity. So we're just going to release that now, claim it now, and let it just go out of you. And that is spinning out of you. Take a deep breath and let that go. It's another energy. It's a reverberation. So is this okay, it is a sickness memory. So is this sickness memory? Is there an association? Woo, yes. It's going to circuit and systems. Systems? Yep. It's going to your skeletal system. The Lord is just talking here. It's going to your connective tissue. It's going to your ligaments in your foot. Is this all ligaments within the foot? Okay, was there a trauma energy present? Yes. There's so many talking in my ears. I just want you all to quiet for I can hear, please. It's going to circuit and systems. Going to systems. And I'm going to lay this down. I'm just going to use my hands with it. It's going to the appendicular. Okay, actually your meniscus. Is this correct? Yes. Both right and left. Is it torn? It is twisted. Is it an odd? Ooh, yes. Vulnerability, yes. Let's remove that vulnerability. And it actually has a hook. And overwhelm. Release that. Please take a deep breath and allow this to flow out of you. And we're going to put in peace and harmony and unconditional love. Can that take? Yes. Is there another imbalance within the foot? Yes. Goes back to circuits and systems. Yes. An energy bottom. It's going to your meridian, your main. So the right, left. So your spleen meridian. So is your spleen, okay, the 9 and 11 is good, but the spleen's not happy. Is the earth element happy? Are your nutrients being absorbed? Do you have fatigue, immune systems, excess weight? Okay, none of this. Is there an association with the foot and the spleen? Yes. Oh, they're totally disconnected from one another. Thank you so much. And these are emotional resonances. So let's just make sure we're on. Let's remove the crying, the discouragement, the rejection, the sadness, the sorrow, the confusion, defensiveness, grief, self-abuse, and stubbornness. And these all have a generator, and that is anxiety. So let's remove all of these, claim this and let it go. Let's just add in again the peace and love and harmony into your lung and into your colon and allow this to dissipate. Is there another imbalance? Yes. Misalignment. And it's going to your chakra. So your root chakra is not happy. So is it the first layer, the second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth? It's the seventh layer of your root chakra, emotional, mental, physical, spiritual. Sorry, just listening. I am never enough. Is this what we're at? Never enough to know which way to go forward. So let's release this and put in around your right ear. I am able to see the future, and I walk this path with divine love and grace to each soul I meet. My path is clear. I am loved. I affirm unconditional love. And it did take that. Okay, is there another imbalance in the foot? Yes. And it's another toxin. It's an environmental toxin. Whew, yes. And it's actually pollution. And it's actually from plastic bottles. Yes. So let's remove all use of plastic bottles out of all tendons, ligaments, cells, bones, muscles, fascia, everything within the foot. Allow the harmony and the vitality of this foot to go above 1,000. Allow the numbness to dissipate. There's still something hiding underneath of there. Feel it. Okay, you have free radical damage. With free radical damage, because of what it does to our DNA, if you can add acacia berries, red fruit, eggplant, beets, no juices, lemon in your water, says your body is a little bit sluggish. So the lemon in the water is to help your body detoxify. Maybe do some light fasting 3 to 4 times a week to where you're fasting 12 to 14 hours. Is there anything else? There's still something hiding. Yes. It pulls at my chest. I don't know if when y'all do muscle testing, that it pulls at different areas of yourself when you're doing this. So there's something else hidden. Yes. Back into circuits and systems. Back into a system. Let's go into the nervous system. Peripheral is happy. The central is not. Go into your brain. Cranial nerves. So CN1, nope. So CN2, no. CN3, no. 4, no. CN10, that's the vagus nerve. Okay. So is the vagus nerve flowing at 100% back from the brain down to the body? Okay, is it at 10, 20, 30, 40? It's only at 50%. Okay. This is an image of yourself. This is not an actual cosmetic. This is an image of you. And there is terror involved. So let's remove this terror. Let's take it out of there, counterclockwise it. Remove it out of your kidneys, out of your bladder. And there's actually a hook into anxiety. So we're going to break that hook and pull that anxiety out of your spleen and out of your stomach. And we're going to ask the Lord to just balance the spleen, the stomach, kidneys, and the bladder, and to release this negative energy frequency that is vibrating so hard. Is there anything else underneath of this? Yes. Mm-hmm. Okay, it's an entity. There's no portals, there's no vortexes, but there are many. Ooh, there are 7,000 presents, 10,000 hidden of entities due to the dark mood and the pain and the physical discomfort. So God and Father and all those that work in the light, I command and demand that you remove all of these entities from Kim and place them in the Lord's hands. You're not of this world. You don't belong here. Go to the Lord's light, bow down, and he will bless you. Jesus, we ask that you cut all cords to this life, past life, parallel, future, past, present, and give them to the hands of Jesus. We remove these entities and we bless you and we smother you with the blood of Jesus Christ. You're not shielded or grounded, so I'm going to place a shield around you, front, back, top, bottom, back, forth, with silver, titanium, gold, and bronze, 10,000 miles high. I'm also going to shield your home. I'm going to actually encapsulate you into a bubble, and I'm going to add in this bubble selenite, tourmaline, and hematite to keep you sacred in this space. I am going to ground your feet down into the earth where the waters flow, so you can absorb all the nutrients, the love, and the life that Mother Earth has for you. I'm going to outstretch your hands up to the Lord, where you can absorb all of his love, all of his light, and be grounded within him as you connect heaven and earth and be as one. Your spirit was torn. Your spirit is back in. Thank you. That is balanced.
Wow, thank you.
You're so very kindly welcome. How do you feel? Are you okay?
Yeah, my toes aren't as numb right now.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That is awesome. So what you do you have any essential oils?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm.
Do you have any peppermint by chance?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I would use it neat. And I would place little dots as you're coming up the top of your foot. Is your foot more numb on the top or on the bottom?
More on the top.
That's normal. Okay. So I want you to dab on each one of your phalanges, in the front phalanges and the middle ones. And I want you to wisp it with your hands. I don't want you to rub it in. I just want you to wisp it. I want you to let that absorb. And then do you have any pain oils? Like copaiba, lavender, chamomile,
I have
all. Okay.
Mm.
Let's add some lavender in a vat of chamomile, some pine needle. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 drops of lavender, 5 of chamomile, 6 of pine needle into a 15 ml bottle. And don't shake it, of course, we know to rub them. And I want you to make sure you slap your hands, rub it, shake it off 3 times, and then apply it to your hand. And then I want you to work that up towards your knee, and the whole time saying, I love my foot. I love all that my foot does. My foot carries me throughout the day. This tingling is gone. It feels normal. Just bring in the positive affirmations for your foot
Okay.
and let me know how that feels.
And the carrier oil could be
Mhm.
anything?
Yes, a carrier oil can be anything. Some people just grab their olive oil right out of the cupboard and just add it with that.
I have sesame oil.
That'll
That
work.
would work.
Mhm.
Okay.
That will work. Absolutely.
Thank you.
Oh, you're so very welcome. So very welcome. Thank you for allowing me. Bless you.
Great. Thank you.
Make sure that Jeff and Kim, if you make sure that you please hydrate well, because always working on someone always dehydrates you a little bit. So let's all hydrate well and make sure that we're in that, to make sure that we push those toxins out.
Great.
And we
Thank
may
you.
need to go in and reconnect the nerves with your brain, and the brain to be reconnected with the nerves in your foot. Because at times that can be scattered too. And your foot can actually have a spirit to physical tear, or a physical to spirit tear, due to the fact that it's injured.
Mm. Okay.
Okay.
And you talked about crystals. You said selenite
Selenite, tourmaline, and hematite.
or hematite. Okay.
Hmm. They're very
I'm gonna-
beautiful stones. This is what a hematite would look like. Um, all my other ones. Let's see, I might have a tourmaline over here.
Sid, here's mine.
Okay, that's selenite that you've got. Whoops.
And then tourmaline.
Okay, and that's what I've got too. So you can buy them at any shops, but when you deal with crystals, you always want to make sure that they are charged, and you charge them out in the moonlight. You just leave them outside all night. And then you actually, when you sage them, you want to make sure you're running the crystal through the actual smoke of the sage. And then you want to dedicate it in your right hand for what you wish it to do for you. And then you don't always, usually once a month, you stick your crystals out in the moon time to allow that beautiful energy to recharge them. But at times we don't need to do that. We just need to sage them. And all you have to do is ask if you need to sage or whether you need to actually generate them in the moonlight. Some people charge them in the sun. I don't like to charge mine in the sun because the sun can actually pull away some of the colors of the actual crystals, if that
Okay.
makes any sense.
Yeah.
And
Thank you.
we can when we're using them, and we're using them for meditation, because you can use stones for meditation. You just hold them in your hands, but you can, many people, most stones you don't want to get wet, especially citrine, selenite, and a few others, because it melts. So you can put an oil on your hand when you meditate and rub it on the stone, and then hold it in both hands to allow the energy to receive and to give, because you have a giving hand and a receiving hand. So you want that to come into you, so you can do your mantra by visualizing and holding this in your hand, and it will actually, you can feel it get hot in your hand, because we all know that our hands are nothing but energy with all the nerve endings coming out. And when you do Reiki, you just shake it and you do it 3 times, and you allow that energy to envelope, and it comes into you through these stones when you concentrate and do this mantra. Sometimes with meditation and these stones, you only have to do it for a few minutes. And if you go deeper than that, where you can go up and up into your higher self, you will see a room that is nothing but white. The Lord will give you that vision. And then as soon as you ask or you're doing that mantra, the Lord will flash words across to you for you to catch, to know the meaning of what He wants you to know, the meaning for these crystals. So it's actually rather beautiful to learn how to go up into that higher self to do that.
Wow. Do you suggest a book with crystal? I have a crystal book, but I don't know if it goes into that much detail.
Some crystal books do not, and I've learned it through the years of that. The one I have is Crystals and Healing, or Crystals for Healing, but it doesn't go real deep. It does give mantras, and it does give different grids, because grids are beautiful to use. I have like 12 grids in my home. So this is what I use, and there goes all my books. Chakras, and it's just the complete reference guide. But again, it still does not have every single stone or crystal that's out there. There's so many beautiful ones out there.
Thank
And
you.
make sure where you buy them, make sure when you purchase them, make sure you do your research, because some are not what they seem to be. So always make sure you hold your hand over it. Make sure you shake that energy off 3 times, hold your hand over it, and make sure it is vibrating in your general direction. If it's not vibrating for you, you do not want that stone. Your energy will be pulled to the one that you need.
That's a good tip. Thank you.
Oh, you're so very welcome. So very welcome. Okay. Does anybody have any other questions, or did I totally confuse you? Okay. Brenda, do you have anything?
No, I was just going to suggest that we can download oxygenation and hydration. So with the right spin down for me, is downloading and
Okay.
downloading with intention, oxygenation, hydration to the foot or whatever area, and just making sure the lymphatic system is nice and clear, that there's no blockages or stagnation,
Mhm.
and just getting that open. But I like to end when I do my work. I'm really downloading oxygenation and hydration. Then I find it really perks everybody up and they're just feeling more alert and awake. And
Okay.
because we're lacking that, especially when you have to walk
yes.
around and wear masks or
Yes.
whatever that is. I mean, a lot of
Yes.
places you still have to wear masks.
Oh,
So
yes.
these poor people are lacking, I have to when I go into certain places.
Yes.
In the hospital. My husband's in the hospital right now, so I have to wear a mask, and I'm just about swearing every time I'm in the
Oh,
hospital.
I know.
I
I
have to
know. I
wear
know.
them, but that's the reality. I cannot imagine having to wear a mask all day, 8
No, I
to
couldn't
12
either.
hours a day.
I couldn't either. And
It's
here in the state,
inhumane.
yes, it is. And what worries me is the little kids that wear them. I mean, what are we doing to their immune
Wow,
systems,
we're
to their lungs?
psychological warfare. I mean,
Yes.
we're all quite aware of the intentions.
Yes, most
So,
definitely.
and so many things with dowsing. I mean, I would suggest, dowsing for the children, dowsing, just open up like where you live with your community, just bringing in oxygenation. There's a lot of ways we can work with dowsing, not just one-to-one, but dowsing in the much needed oxygenation,
Okay.
clearing out the fear, all the fear factors from the government, from the school teachers,
Mhm.
from wherever, just letting go out, clearing out all the fear. And when you clear it out, and then strengthening to being neutral. So you want to strengthen to being neutral
Okay.
to, oh, I just heard this on the TV. Oh, now I'm being told to do this. Oh, now I have to be fearful of what's happening over here. So we want to be neutral so we're not being affected by what we hear, what's being processed. So to me, that's really important as well.
Yes, it is. And we need to remember that when we hear these things, it's not all the truth. You don't have to believe. You don't have to take that energy on. You have the ability to choose whether you take that energy on or not. Don't take it on, because fear can send so many people down a rabbit hole. And you have to remember that if you're a child of God, which we all are, we don't need to be afraid. He's got this. We may not see what he's doing, but he's got this. I 100% agree. And he's trying to wake things up, but it's not being woke up yet. People are still got that big, huge cloud over their eyes.
And maybe even, I would say, what I've done with some other people is awake, bringing in where the people are awakening up. So if you were to check the percentage of the world, what percentage of the world are awake?
I did that the other day, Brenda,
What
and
did-
I
what
was
did you get?
shocked. I was shocked. Have you actually tested the percentage of that?
Yeah, we have, and I'm going to do it now again. I'd be curious if everybody else got it.
Okay, let's everybody, if we can, really quick, because when I tested it the other day, it was at 10%, and I'm thinking, oh Lord, we're in trouble. So let's test. Everybody just go into
Yeah,
your own
let's just
subconscious. Get centered.
checking in.
Go into yourself. Draw in that breath and allow it to release. Allow yourself to connect. Very low number.
Yeah, isn't that sad?
It is just past that.
And then I had to get to the place, you know what? Who am I to judge those are not waking up? Is their sole purpose?
Right.
Is it that they're this time on earth, this is what they need to do? And I got to let that go. I have to let that go.
Yes.
So if it's my sole purpose for being here on earth for this, if that's truth, and I'm going sometimes, really? I don't want this job, but should that be the case, then, then great, I'm here to help out. But it could be that their soul is saying, no, you need to
Yes.
learn some more or whatever you want, and
Yeah.
not in a judgmental way. It's just that who are we to judge who wakes up and who's not awake?
Right. And the
This
more
is
we pray and the more light we give, the
Then-
more it will.
right. Then that opens
Yes,
up for
yes,
more
it
to
does,
be
it does,
willing
it does.
to look at it. And I think that's where it's too crazy. You have to,
Yes.
many people, I mean, you would think they're going to question, really? Is that really the truth?
Too many people don't question anything, Brenda. They just go with the flow.
And maybe
Unfortunately.
for us that are of the believe in God, you know, which I'm assuming everybody here, of course, does. But we're going to question that because we know that there's the evil and there's the good. We know entities are a real thing.
Yes, they are.
These
Yes, they
these
are.
people who are at this level are at a very, we don't even know if they're 100% human. And I'm going to say that because I don't think so.
I've thought that
You-
many a times. Barb and I have actually had that
It doesn't make
conversation.
sense. No,
It does not.
no, it doesn't.
It's called greed, Brenda.
So-
It's called greed. Unfortunately. Judy, you wanted to be worked on. Do we have time? It's 8:13. Do you still want to be worked on, love?
Yes, if you've got time.
May I go into you, please?
Yes, you can.
Thank you. Are you having a certain imbalance that you need some assistance with?
Oh, look, I have lots of imbalance.
Do you want me to see what? God bless you. May I see what's for your highest good today that we may release? Is that okay?
Oh, yes, that's fine.
Okay, God and Father, and all those that work in the line, may I please be within Judy, and you please put my subconscious over here and allow me to be here. I am connected. Beautiful. Thank you. Is there something within the higher power for Judy that needs to be released for her health concerns? Oh, and it's not sharing anymore. So I'm just going to go for it. It's going to circuits and systems, and it's going to your nervous system. Your autonomic is not connected to your brain. So it's the enteric part of the autonomic that is not connected to your brain. And it's being unsupported. But the being unsupported is a lack of encouragement from those around you that need to build you up for the community wise. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does.
Okay, so let's remove this from you with peace and love and honor and allow that support to come to you and open up to you and for God to guide you to that support. Okay, it is now connected. Is there another deep underlying imbalance that we can release for Judy's assistance today? Yes. Do you drink coffee?
Oh, I have a couple of cups a day.
Yeah, it doesn't like you. What it's doing is actually dehydrating you. So when you drink coffee, make sure you drink 2 glasses of water for each cup that you drink.
Okay.
And you're actually not absorbing it. Why I'm releasing it, it's telling me you're not absorbing. Okay, it's saying wishy-washy, but it's not wishy-washy. Without a backbone due to the grief that you feel within. So let's release this without a backbone and the grief that you feel within. And let's just remove that. And you actually have body walls of grief. There are actually 200 of them. So let's release those 200 walls of grief out of your lungs, 365/7 permanently. And let's just add unconditional love. Yes. There's something hiding. Your adrenal glands. Let's remove the cortisol, the adrenaline, and the noradrenaline out of your adrenal glands. And I'm just going to apply. Do you have any kidney problems? No. Okay, so I'm going to apply ylang ylang to your back. Do you have any ylang ylang essential oil?
No, I don't.
Okay, ylang ylang essential oil is very good for the adrenal glands. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 drops in a 15 ml bottle, and it wants it 3 times a day, at least for 3 months, to build up your adrenal glands. Yes, yes. There's something hiding within there. A food toxin, a sugar alcohol of xylitol. So let's remove that xylitol out of this discomfort. Going back to toxins. Bacterial, stage 2, upper. Thyroid. It's in your thyroid. And there's terror associated with that. And within that terror is anxiety. So we're going to release that and release this bacterial toxin. 365 permanently. Release this out of the thyroid. Is the thyroid happy? Okay, that did release. Do we need to add colloidal silver? You do need olive leaf extract to help the rest of it dissipate. 4 capsules for 4 days. And that's 4 capsules twice a day for 4 days. Need some probiotics to help with your gut microbiome, pro and pre. 6 HS before you go to bed on an empty stomach to help your body, to help your gut rebuild itself during the night. And that's all it's going to let me have. So I want this to process 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 10 days is way too long. So God and Father and all those that work in the light, we ask this to process with ease, grace, and unconditional love. And 3 days in total. It says, you need to turn that down a minute. Okay. It did say that you're also electrolyte. I love it when so many talk to you at once. It's like, please, I only need to hear one. You have electrolyte imbalance, and it would like for you to use some electrolytes for a few days. So 2 8-ounce glasses of electrolytes for 4 days. Okay. Okay, beautiful. Do we have anybody else that would like to be worked on real quick before we end? Beautiful. Thank you, everybody, for being present. And let's just, Brenda, do you have any lasting words for everybody?
Words will be, as I mentioned at the beginning, it is infinite what we can do.
Amen.
So, as Dr. Bradley Nelson said, the day may come where we don't have access to supplements. Maybe we can't purchase those crystals, essential oils. So, like anything else, if you don't have access to it, because with everything that's happening right now, oh, the stores are empty of this, so you can't get this shipped. I would say, you know what? We can download the frequency.
Yes, we
So
can.
download the frequency and with intention, but with absolute confidence. Is like I think those days are now that he's referring to be
Yes.
honest.
Yes.
And it's going to ramp up, and just go, you know what? Let's just do that. And meet with people, like with Cynthia, with her group, and with other groups. Meet with your people and get confident and ask for the confidence and just do it. Like the Nike commercial, which is no longer around. I don't know what happened to it. But
all the
just-
good ones are
just do
gone.
it. Yeah, all the good ones are gone. But just do it because it's true. What do we wait for? I've personally gone through 3 near-death experiences. Everybody's had their things happen. It's just there is nothing to wait for.
Amen.
There's no one to give us permission. We give ourselves permission. So if you don't have it, well, just douse it in.
Give it.
Yeah.
Yes. I absolutely love. I do that with dowsing, but I have you heard of the AO scanner, Brenda?
No.
Oh, then we
I
need to
haven't.
talk. The AO
Yeah.
scanner is the coolest little machine. It's like a dock in the
Oh.
box. in your pocket,
Mhm.
and it has 420 health issues that it deals with,
Oh.
energetic brain stuff, detox, on and on and on. And you
Yeah.
can put in all your herbs, your vitamins, your
Oh,
crystals,
cool.
everything,
Cool.
Bible verses, and it will come up and tell
Just
you which one.
download.
Yes, you just don't, and it will
Yeah.
tell you which ones you need that day. And I do it 3 times a day, and it
Oh,
tells me what I
cool.
need each time. And then it sends you binary beats. So there's
Yes.
so many beautiful ways that we
There
can
is.
implement
What's
so
that
much
called
beautiful.
again?
Beg my pardon.
What was that called again?
It's called an AO scanner. Judy, if you just want to message me and we can do it over Zoom or over Messenger, and I can show you how it works.
I haven't got where's your link?
It's probably not on there. You can just go to Cynthia Kemper on Blue Dream Love and Wellness and just go in and message me.
So what is it on Blue Dream?
Blue Dream Love and Wellness. .com if you put it all in one. Let me see if I can put it here in the chat, but then I'll probably Blue
I can do it. Wellness.com. Is
Dream
it all two?
Love and
Dream
Wellness
Love- Oh,
.com. And that's my new link. We just switched over this
Mm.
week. We closed the other two and have
Yeah.
this one going beautiful. But you can
Yeah.
just message me on Messenger and I will remember who you are. And we can go through this and I can show you how this beautiful machine works. It is simply amazing. I got it last year and I thought this is a bunch of hooey fooey. There's no way that
Mm.
binary beats can do anything. Boy, was I shocked.
Hmm.
Actually, I'm
Yeah.
I'm amazed and I'm still a little overwhelmed with it because it does so many beautiful things, but
Mm.
it's such a blessing to so many people, and it's just something that everyone should have in their pocket.
Mm.
You're so very welcome, Alyssa. God bless you. God bless you. So let's go ahead, and when we close, I always have us do a prayer, if we may, please. So if we can all just bow our heads and bring in that grace. In the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Heavenly Lord, we thank you so graciously for being present with us tonight and all of your archangels. We also bless Brenda and all of the beautiful souls of Laura and Judy and Kim and Alyssa and Barb and Jeff to be present with us tonight. We ask that you bless each soul individually and as a whole, as a community. And you shine the light and love upon them as you do on me every single day. We ask this in your name because you will guide us to what we need to do and what we need to know. And we thank you and praise you for that. In your holy name, amen. Thank you,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you, Cynthia. Enjoyed watching you.
Oh, God bless you, Brenda. Thank you.